That's right, we're going live, boys and girls. We're going live. We're picking it up, seeing if the chat's working, seeing if it's recording the footage. That's right, this one's going to be uploaded to anyone watching this in the future, watching the replay. What's up, guys? How you doing? Nice to have you here. We got some Inquisitor Martyr to do for you. I am level 6 because I played a little bit yesterday already. My character is looking good. We're playing a melee assassin today. I'm really looking forward to cracking on with getting going with the campaign. Now, this will be a little bit of a campaign playthrough. I'm going to be doing story missions primarily. Primarily story missions, okay? And I will be playing the dialogue and I won't be interrupting it. So it's going to be a 50-50 mix of in-game dialogue and me yapping away because, again, the dialogue is my favourite part of this game. What's up, Zio, my friend? How you doing? Nice to have you here. Dialogue is a pretty big thing. 11 out of 190. People can join and get notifications. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Zio. I'm thinking of doing something like that. Things will happen. Things will happen. I've not had enough time to plan myself recently. I'm doing stuff and things. It's all happening at once. It's pretty good though. Yo, how's up, Mojo? How's it going, my friend? How's it going? Everything working? Everything working? Are you happy, Mojo? Are you happy? That's the important thing. I'm going to go to Extreme, actually. I feel like Extreme's going to be doable for this. Advanced sentry gun twice in the mission. I will accept that. And that is a girlfriend. She knows I am currently streaming, so we're going to swipe her left. Be gone. There we go. Get wrecked. Right, there we go. She'll call back in a second. It's fine. Love the dialogue story. I hope you do, my friend. I really hope you do, because I do too. I'll tell you what, we better send her a message, otherwise I'm going to be in the doghouse when she gets in. I'm going to be in trouble. We got to get this sorted, guys. Top priority. Okay, quick message. And, there we go. Done. Done. Finito. Done. Good. Come on, why isn't it loading? There we go. There we go. Beep, beep. Right, let's roll. Deploy Tarantula. I really like this ability, actually. It's... Now, I don't think I actually have any dashes anymore. But I don't need a dash, because I've got this. Now, I feel like we can turn the in-game volume up just a smidge. We'll turn the sound effect up just to there. Just... Ooh. Maybe a little bit too much. Let me know what you think, guys. Do the sound effects need to go up or down at all? Let me know.
You're gone.
This ability is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You just walk around swinging. I love it. And we've got a couple of these abilities too. We've got some sort of ranged abilities for this, which I really, really dig. You love what you see so far? Yep, love the emotes. Oh, that's not the emote button.
The Emperor protects.
That's the emote button. God damn it, I pressed the turret instead. I'm such a noob. Oh, you baited me, Mojo. You baited me. There's also a patch on the way, guys. It'll be coming soon. Won't be long. It's in the current testing process. The developers have said this already, but it's actually going through. So whereabouts are you in the campaign at the moment, Mojo? Have you completed Chapter 3? That's the question. No spoilers, by the way, guys. We will not tolerate spoilers in here. No spoilers allowed. How's it going, Charles? How's it going, my friend? Nuffle said, how's it going? Oh, and here we go, Tech Priest. Wow, that was a challenging mission.
I found him, Captain, but it's too late. The Tech Priest seems beyond repair.
Switching. Language module. From Cant Mechanicus to Gothic. Apologies, Inquisitor. Proceed.
Thank the Emperor. I've come for you. I'll explain everything later. Now let's get out of here.
Yep, that's right. Just teleport him out without asking permission. Now, I'll tell you what, guys. Boy gee whiz, am I glad that I had those 2 sentry turrets there. Mental note for anyone doing that mission, the final one on the snowy map, do not pay money for tarantulas. I thought I was going to have to kill some stuff. So much for purging. So got Soddle, basically, from that mission. Absolutely Soddle. Very high, very high. And is that us finished? Aha! Ah, we got an attribute point as well, because we completed an assignment. And assignment rewards. We got extra glory, because we did good. Oh, there was not a lot of that. Okay, collateral damage basically negates some of the glory, so we lost a little bit, but we gained more, so it's okay. And I got a Death Cult Blade and a spangly neural implant. Let's see what we can do with that. So we've got a... That's pretty cool, but I do like my Cathian sword. Okay, let's roll with this. We're going to need to find another one, though. Is that an upgrade? Kind of. Yeah, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Anything else here an upgrade? No, we do need to keep on top of gear, because if you don't keep on top of gear, you will fall behind.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
I am Inquisitor Helena Goslar, and I have an assignment for you. I am aware that you are conducting a highly classified investigation for the Conclave at the moment, although I must admit I don't know any further details. To my utter amazement, my clearance was deemed insufficient to access your records. In other words, I can't command you to abandon your main investigation, but the Conclave would appreciate if you could take another case as well. Travel to the hive world of Atheon Prime and look into the case of the mass disappearances that has baffled the Adeptus Arbitis. In case you are wondering why you are tasked with such a trivial issue, I want you to watch a highly confidential picked recording. It was made by an infiltrator of the Inquisition, and as you will see, it proves the existence of some unholy machinations on Atheon Prime. I must also add that this recording was made 30 standard years ago. I hope I have your interest now, Inquisitor. The Emperor protects.
Love it. Absolutely love these little bits of dialogue. We've got the Ordo Hereticus hat over here, digging it. I really hope we see some models like this in-game, especially some skins at some point. I mean, the trouble is none of them really suit the available people at the moment. There's certainly the Assassin wouldn't suit that hat. The Primaris Psyker certainly wouldn't. The Crusader wouldn't really either. That hat and power armor, maybe it would go. I'm not a fashion guru. That's right, Paul. There have certainly been some campaign changes. And here is a little clip giving us, well, some intel as to what's going on. What exactly is disgusting you regarding the forums, Mojo? Is it just a bit too much complaining for you? Have you reached your complaining peak? Aha. I tell you what, I was actually in the room when the guy was doing the sound for this, so I have no idea why there's no dialogue. Because there should be dialogue for this, because I listened to it. I'm guessing there's some audio hiccups still. God, these guys are looking awesome. Ah, man, that video clip was sweet. It would have been even sweeter if you could hear what they were saying. Rip. I like this UI as well. I really need this for a... oh, God, I need this UI in my life. Okay, that's just actually on repeat now, Rip. I need that UI in my life for my stream. I need that in my life right now. Neocore, please. You please. Now, what are we going to go for, guys? Let's have a little look-see here what we can do. So we can go for hit point suppression resist and dodge bonus. Well, dodge bonus is quite nice. And I do really want to build a build around dodge, so I feel like I might actually race through this to get it. Dodge bonus and surprise state, it's kind of okay. It's not the best. I mean, let's be fair. These are probably better for early game, and then you just swap them all over and shove them in one of the others. Critical hit's always nice too, an adrenaline bonus. It's also good. The extra adrenaline can be used with some of the extra stuff to... Oh my word, my armor is looking good, and I seem to have had some chest augmentations. They came out of nowhere, Jesus. Right, let's carry on. Talk to someone about Uther's turrets. Excuse me, who am I talking to? Okay, I guess I need to go to the cathedral, maybe? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think all of the threads have been deleted. I mean, it was... Last night was an opportunity for people that really, really want an offline mode to have a really, really big moan about it, which is a little bit sad. Because, you know, hey, it is what it is, you know? People are going to be unhappy. Okay, talk to you about... Okay, I think I need to go back to the first sector here and find this person to talk to, because they weren't on the bridge. So it's not that sector. Ah, there we go. We can see the purple thing here. Travel. On we go. But yeah, there was a lot of angry people last night, and it really surprises me, actually, how angry people get at the whole servers go down for 2 hours on launch day. Like, it sucks. Does it make the company a complete disaster? Well, Blizzard wouldn't still be around if bad launch days really had that much of an impact. Blizzard would have died years ago. So, I don't really... It sucks, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I can't really say it makes a game not worth buying. It just means that it was, you know, mistakes were made. But hey, it's all good. Like, some people get very emotive about these things. It's alright, you can get angry. Game didn't give you what you want when you wanted it. Give it to me now. Get angry. Emotions. It's 2018, you know. It's fine. It's good that we're venting anger, you could argue. It's better for our mental health. Better to let it all out.
I'm in the Underhive to investigate the case of mass disappearances. Talk to me.
Information schematics received from Adeptus Arbites operatives have been analyzed. The abduction cases indicate cult activity. Data coverage is insufficient, but this is the location where most abductees disappear.
Can you scan the area? Until now, only the Underhivers have been affected, but the abductions are beginning to threaten the stability of the hive itself. We have no time to lose.
Agreed. Current procedure is inefficient. Deploying Scry Skull units immediately. Initiating data gnostic litanies.
I will follow the trails into the Underhive. Contact me when you have something. I found you guilty of heresy.
Now, the problem is I've realised I've only got one sword because I forgot to pop to the shop to get myself another one. So I'm a little bit of a scrub, guys. And that's why I've only got 2 abilities.
Kiss of death.
But I really like being a melee. So I'm a little bit of a loss right now as to if I should stomach this all with ranged, which I think really I probably should. Because, you know, reasons. Oh, let's take some cover then, go on.
Target
Off with his head.
eliminated.
Now, how much does a grunt do these days? Let's take some cover here. Yeah, I do kind of agree with you, Mojo. If you wanted to go on the forums to have a little moan, then you might have been surprised that more than a little bit of a moan going on in the forums. It was definitely anger. Lots and lots of anger. Come on, time to die. There we go. I'm going back to melee. It's just so much more fun. Bound it to one of the mouse. Yeah, dodge to mouse is so much better. Like, just being able to dodge here, quickly dodge up there, quickly dodge down here. It's so much nicer. It works really, really fluidly, in my opinion. I will admit that this is one of the things I got wrong, because I thought that it would be too much effort to swing your mouse around. What I didn't account for is the mere fact that it's just so convenient to not have up, down, left, right, and have full and complete control over which direction you're actually going in. It just makes a hell of a difference, you know. Oh, trying to just dodge the psyker up there. Be gone. Oh, nice. Okay, let's see if we go for some digital weapons, how many crits we get. So we should have a fairly high crit chance for this. 830. That's quite a few crits, isn't it? Damn. Yeah, that vulnerability on crit is going to be nice. It's really going to help this. Really going to help this build. And then health on crit as well, I think, will be very nice to have too, even though it's only 1%. But it all helps, you know. Every bit of sustain helps. And the dodge is just nice. When you don't have a dash because you're a melon and you forgot to put a second weapon on. You can call this the gimped stream. Hydra intentionally running harder missions. I didn't press my inoculator in time. I pressed it. I swear I pressed it. Anyway, I'm bad. Ignore that. Hydra intentionally gimps himself using one hand. Hydra beats mission with one hand. Confirmed. I think the crit chance could be higher though. That's for sure. But there's definitely some abilities that I can get to really help with my crit chance. Like 5% crit on the first hit on an enemy. That's always a nice one. 5% crit, and it's just, yeah, it's handy to have. I'm hoping we can get a fair few skill points today. So that's the plan. Get a few of those, and get myself feeling like I've got a bit more of a build. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you for the follow. We will have 2 weapons in the next mission, I can assure you. And also, pro little tip today, guys, something I've learned is in the gameplay, if you go for the, where is it? The cursor size to small, apparently that has a really notable effect on 1080 Ti performance. There's something to do with the game code at the moment that's not working with the max cursor size. I don't know what the hell, how does that work? I don't know if I can see any differences now. Maybe you guys can tell me. I'm not really a performance buff, so I don't really know. For those of you that are looking forward to some better looking content from me...
Reconnaissance ritual completed. 3 locations identified with the highest likelihood of yielding further intelligence. Praise the Omnis Sire.
Well, on the subject of frames, mine just absolutely tanked. What the crap happened there? On the subject of performance, I'm going to be getting a GPU upgrade soon. Now I've heard that there's no 1180 Ti's coming out. It's time. It's time for Hydro to invest. So we're going to get some 1440 footage coming in the near future. That's going to be looking a lot better. Even if you're watching it at 1080, the way YouTube works, it'll look a lot better. That's the plan, so stay tuned. I give it a week or two, because if I'm buying something like hardware, I need at least 2 weeks of deciding which one to buy. Game's pretty badass. I'm glad you think so, my friend. Is the game good? I mean, I think it is, my friend. It's good if you like the game. It's bad if you don't like the game. It really depends what you want from the game. I really don't want to ever be known as the person that missold this to people. I just want to tell people what's in it, and you make your own mind up. It's like, I got a comment today, like in the should you buy this game video. I don't think someone understood what I was doing, saying, why didn't you just sort of tell me whether I should or shouldn't buy it? The whole point in the video was not to say that. It was to make someone else be able to decide. I am more than happy telling people what's in the game. What I will not do is say, you should buy this. Because at the end of the day, I have no idea what other people like. I know what I like. And let's run through a few things. So, things I like about this game. I like the build Yeah, I'm going to use the word build variety. They're not really builds in some people's eyes because all the classes don't have interchangeable skills. However, oh wow, I went down quick. However, there are so many different weapons in this game, and there are quite a few. There's about 40 per class. And they're all viable. They're all viable. There's one class with interchangeable skills, and I feel like he is the least varied because you've got the choice of about 5 different builds. Realistically, there's probably a few thousand that you could make, but they're not going to be all viable. And that's my beef with the interchangeable skill systems. It's like, okay, it looks nice on paper, it feels nice at first glance, but the reality is the majority of builds you end up picking are going to be trash, and whatever you end up creating is going to be, someone else will have created it 100 times before. But all of these weapons are actually viable. The lasgun is viable. Every melee weapon is viable. And every melee weapon can be optimized in different ways to make it viable for its own things. So that's something I really, really like about this game, is I can take this weapon, even though I've only got 2 abilities because I've only equipped 1 of them, and I could go for a single target critical hit build. Or I could go with a dot poison-based build for this weapon because it's got those 2 things. I've got the choice to do that, and for me it's varied enough. This is clearly a trap.
Are becoming extremely difficult due to interference, but there is a high probability of harmful devices in your
my word, that's
your
not
calculations were correct, but late again. Your calculations are correct, but late again.
Thanks for that. This is why, guys, this is why you should never go into a mission with an inoculator without a heal on it and go into a difficult mission, because bleh. It doesn't really matter if you're a Warhammer nerd to enjoy this. There's something with this room that tanks frames. Something clearly not right with it. Something clearly not going on right. As soon as I'm out of that room, it's a lot smoother. It's just one of those rooms that there's going to be something in there that's sort of leaking the matrix, causing problems. And I've used up all of my adrenaline, so now I've just got to walk around. So this is not going to be particularly lightning fast and engaging. I think the difficulty's kind of at a sweet spot. For the Emperor! And I'm glad to see that the intro video went down really well. Hashtag made by 2 people, and yet had some massively nice things about it. Yeah, the Stormwatchers are in it. I mean, the Stormwatchers, I'm really excited to see some stuff in the future about them, because they are getting a bit more canon added. You're going to learn about the Stormwatchers and more about them in the future. I'm not going to give you spoilers right now about what's going to happen, but I had a little chat with Victor over a couple of beers about this, and I'm pretty excited to see what's happened with them and what went wrong, why he referred to them as dying. In an interview, this is not spoilers, but this is already sort of, well, might be public knowledge if you watch the videos, that the Stormwatchers are not in a good place right now. They're unique to the Caligari sector. Games Workshop allowed them to create a chapter because they needed to create a chapter which was having certain things happen to it, and it didn't make sense to do any other current chapter. They kind of just needed to do something a bit. Right, we're going to have to go range for this. This is one of those situations where if you pick melee and you only have a melee, you'll get situations like this every now and again, which, you know, it just doesn't really work because I'm going to get pooped on. I've got no heals. I might as well. Oh. I might as well overheat, he says. Okay, and there we go. We can get some life back. If I actually had the weapons I wanted, this would be going a lot better. But hey, oh my word. Come on, die. There we go. There we go. We're looking good again. Suddenly doing good. Let's get some health back while we have a little chat for a bit. You're playing a melee assassin and love it. I'm glad, my friend. I love the melee assassin. I think she's wicked. She's got the mobility and the dodge move, which just nails it for me. Oh, something. Okay, we're not going to read through all of these. If you'd like to have a look at them, I really would recommend you do. I'm kind of sad that they're not all voice acted. I know that it's not a data slate.
There's nothing else to learn here. The corruption seems to seep into the depths of the Underhive.
But I
must press on.
would kind of like them to be voice acted. The reason being is I just love voice acting. What ranged will I play eventually? Probably the Exitus rifle, because it can do anything. And if I go for a dot build, the Exitus will work, because it's got 2 dots on it, don't forget. I mean, geez. 2 dots on a ranged weapon. And it's got armor pen, it's got armor pierce, it's got slows, it's got stuns, it's got piercing, it's got AoE, it's got everything you could ask for. I absolutely love it. Arc Blade Assassin, that's pretty cool. I like the Arc Sword, personally, the 2-hander, but I've got to play for a long time to get there. But we've just unlocked the movement skill tree, ta-da! And we've unlocked some more Caligari credits. Fantabby-dozy. And 2 adrenaline for each incoming attack that deals damage to the character. Only +1 if the incoming damage is dodged. That's kind of cool. Basically regens a lot of stuff, which is handy. Right, let's get myself a second Death Cult blade. Right, she's got one there, but let's just see if I can craft one. Power sword, shotgun, arc blade, frag, and force. Never mind. Looks like I won't be. Keep an eye out for good recipes. It is really worth doing so. 24, so we've got damage on cover, damage for killing blow, melee damage. There we go. HP per kill. It's not a lot, but it'll do for now. Right, so now we've got our double sword, and we look absolutely badass. Oh my word. Some people would look at that skin and not think much of it. By the way, shout out to this disappearing when you take it off. The actual items that you equip, you can visibly see on the character, which I really dig. Purity seal up there it goes. You can see these visual things. It's just that you can't really see it.
As I've already explained, I must find the Martyr, and I think you can help me.
Correct. I am a Grade 5 techno-archaeologist, researching relics tied to the Martyr, and an archivist of the unverified existence of Uther Tiberius.
Did you help Klosterheim find the Martyr?
We supplied the Inquisitor with the artifact allegedly crafted by Uther Tiberius, codename Uther's Tarot. It is a psychoactive set of cards. I can grant you access to my scriptorium subroutines for more information.
So, Klosterheim has this Uther's Tarot, which led him to the Martyr. So how will this help me?
According to current research, Uther Tiberius gave sets of this tarot to his acolytes to enable communication through visions for the advancement of his grand plan.
And if I had another set of these mysterious artifacts, I could contact Klosterheim and find the Martyr, right?
Only one remaining set is known to exist. Location: Vault Zeta 11. Jurisdiction: Adeptus Mechanicus. Current status: complete lockdown. Reasons: classified. Location coordinates are being exloaded to your navigator as we speak.
I'm going to investigate the place. You stay on my ship until then.
Acknowledged. Triggering mind-cleansing psalms, type 3.43. Standing by.
I love that. Mind cleansing psalms. I love it. I love it. I do want you guys to hear the voice acting in this. You might not love it, but I love it. Let's check out the crafting. Now we can actually do a little bit of disenchanting. I do want to get lots of mahogany, but I do also want some crafting stuff. So let's see and get the tech tree running as well, because I want to get some of this unlocked. So what can we unlock? We can unlock the refinery, which unlocks some advanced materials. Not the best thing in the world. This is one, research unavailable. They've still not unlocked that. Sanctify relic we don't need yet. Duration of every action production I don't need yet. Optimize crafting, boost the value enchantments on the item. No, okay, I think we'll just work towards this then. We'll just slowly work towards this because I want to get all of this stuff uploaded. Let's unlock that and let's go for advanced materials. Nope. Reforging an item. Oh, where do I unlock the reforge? That's what we need. Reforge item down there. Okay, we need a crap ton more stuff. So, on that note, let's sell things. There we go. More honey. And a purple item. Happy face. I'm going to keep the relics for now. I'm going to keep the relics indeed. Right, there we go. Looking good. And... a bolt gun Mark II. Go on, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. We got our first recipe. Our first purple recipe, I'm going to learn it as well. Purple recipes, I mean, pick them up when you can, because you never know when you're going to want it. So this one has guaranteed critical hit strength, which is pretty damn good. It's nice to have. It's a shame it doesn't have 2 guaranteed things, but guaranteed critical hit strength is pretty nice. Can't use it till level 9, but hey. It means if I do want to switch to ranged, I mean, a bolt gun offhand as well is amazing. Let's not lie. Investigate the mutant hideout. Let's go. But just before we do that, let's get an inoculator with a sodding heal on it. Inoculator, please. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go. Right. Disappointed it was delayed on consoles. I don't blame you, my friend. What's up, Baron? How you doing, by the way, my friend? How you doing? How do I think that the range combat stacks up in comparison to the melee? Pros and cons. It's a good question, my friend. There are definitely pros and cons of each. Absolutely. The melee, you take more damage. Hands down, you will take more damage. You can mitigate less because you don't have access to cover, and you're going to be taking more because you'll be in the enemy's firing line. You'll be dodging less attacks, and they'll be missing less. And they'll be shooting you more often because the more of them will be able to see you. So it's punishing, it's pretty tough.
I have arrived at the destination. This must be the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
I have a description for Total War Warhammer 2. Right. Right. That's got to change. Let's change that. Okay. Oh, for me it doesn't. For me it says this. How? There we go. Thank you very much, my friend. Right, there we go. That's a bit odd. Right, that should automatically save. There we go. It will change to Inquisitor Martyr. I was apparently streaming... RIP. That's going to help people find the video, isn't it? I was apparently streaming Total War Warhammer 2. Right, so now we can actually do some darting. Dashing, dodging, dipping, dashing and dodging. Love it. One of my favourite weapons. Although not as cool as the weapons which have 2 dashes. So that's the disadvantage of melee. The advantage of melee, though, the compensation is you have more AoE abilities tied to this.
Target
and you have
eliminated.
more mobility. Even as the Crusader, you still have more mobility because you have more dashes.
Yeah.
So it's something to think about. Now we've applied some stacks. Nice, and then we can do the death blow, which does a nice bit of damage. This is the best melee weapon, I think. It's kind of fun, but it's not my favourite. Mainly because I love the ones that have 2 dashes. I think that's really the only thing that's sort of not quite doing it for me. 2 dashes is just a little bit more awesome. Oh, come on. But the AoE is nice on the melees. Like this applies a dot and a poison as well, and then I can do that and smush him. And the animations look good as well. That's a really important thing for melee, is animations. How the game actually looks and feels. Assassin looks better than Crusader. Going to be honest here, there's definitely been more love on the Assassin animations. The Crusader lacks, I think, a little bit of the weight. And I think some of the sounds on the Crusader melee need to be adapted when you're hitting an armoured target. I think that would make a massive difference for me, to have different sound effects depending on the enemy you're hitting. for me that would have a big old impact. Big old impact. Okay, let's just let my dudes bait a little bit here. Okay. Too much Daka coming. There we go. Got a few down. Fortunately, these girls do a great job in tanking for you. There we go, and the inoculator does a great job too.
The prisoners were here,
Oh, how did
but
I
I was
set
too
that
late.
off?
There are no survivors left. May the Emperor give me the strength to
I don't
avenge
really
them.
want to fight a Psyker. Oh dear. Psykers still hurt quite a lot. They're dangerous. As are these guys, really. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Oh dear. Dodge. Rip. You can never dodge those.
There was a
Oh
protective
no, not
hex on
that
the
as
chest.
well.
I must defeat the
I did
summoned
not
creature.
mean to do that. Ah, that's the one thing I do love about the assassin, is just the ability. Ouch.
Another demon banished.
The ability to dodge. Now, hopefully, he attacks my my ladies. And I like the fact that they decrease their suppression. Doesn't really make much sense to do. Oh, he's not dead. Come on. There we go. There's no such thing as too much Daka. I agree with you. I agree with you full-heartedly. Wholeheartedly, even. How does the execute work? It says X on the controls, but you never seem to be able to do it. Yeah, you basically needed points invested into the execution tree in order to unlock the ability to execute. It's not a standard proc, which I do think is a mistake. I do think that they should have it as a base mechanic, as a 1% chance, just so people are aware of it. And then if you spec into it, the chance increases. I really feel like that should be the way things work. Because most people have no idea it even exists. So when you see that come up, you press the X button and then you'll do a animation that will guaranteed kill the enemy. And this works on a sort of elites and normal enemies and things like that. Oh good lord. I don't think you can actually dodge that attack, which really sucks. And I need to make that ability heal me, I think. Right. Dodge, dodge. What the hell killed him? Oh, it looks like my girls can actually put dots on targets, which I don't think is working as intended. LOL. They might be holograms, but they can still put dots on people. This is a rough room. It's got psychers, it's got everything. Okay. This is going to hurt. I'm not very comfortable with this. Oh yeah, I'm dead.
I shall wear your cadaver. You cannot hurt
Yeah,
me.
plus 20% damage after execute. It's like a buff afterwards, and it's nice if you use execute. But if you don't have points in the tree, you get absolutely nothing for it. So that's something to be aware of. What's up, everyone in the chat? By the way, nice to have some viewers in today. How are we all doing? Right, let's kill this dude. There's too many psychers in here. Damn. Okay. Right, you're going down. Come on. There we go, one down. Let's pick off the stragglers around the edge. Always my recommendation when playing melee. Oh, that's good. Let's, oh, there's a gap in the middle of the room. Okay, time to get out and get some life back. There we go. Get the girls to tank again in a mo. You can die. Oh, no, no. Yeah, you can't dodge that, which I really disapprove. I really disapprove of. Attacks should be dodgeable if you're moving around, otherwise why have them, you know? Okay. Oh, I dodged those two. Maybe I was out of range, though. Okay. Now this is... Oh, I've got a turret there. Someone left a turret on the floor. Rip. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. We'll get the ranged weapon out. This is one of those situations where I'm glad I have a ranged weapon, because I put myself in a hole here by getting a shitty inoculator that doesn't have what I need. So now I just need to go ranged to make this doable, because I don't have a heal, because I'm an idiot. I need to swap that badly. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Oh. And I don't even have enough resources to dodge. Okay, there we go. So we can use this cover to get some life back. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Nice to have you here. Right, let's use the digi weapons for some extra crit. We're regenning health now, which is the nice thing about cover. I mean, cover does make the game easy. A lot easier. can just see
Cleansing,
how
shots
much
fired.
more damage I'm taking now. And I'm just chilling. I'm just actually chilling. The game is balanced around having and using cover, so chances are, if you're finding it too hard, that's something you need to consider. Okay. Come on, time to die. As soon as you stand out in the open, you take a lot of damage.
Of heresy.
It's sort of, some like the system, some dislike it. I mean, you don't have to like cover, but using it is useful. Definitely helps. Oh, this is a slow old fight. I should really charge up the aimed ability here so you can do a little mini game, and I did the wrong one. Let's wait till it spawns again. There we go. There we go. 2 times damage. It's not a lot really, is it? It's not a lot. Let's see if it charges up past 2. I don't think rifles do. Yeah, only snipers do. Ah, thank you very much. What have we got today? $10 from Dewey starting the donation train. Raid! Who's raiding me? Oh my god, there's axes everywhere! Oh my god! Yo, what's up, Red Raider? If you're
Cleansing
watching
shots
this.
fired.
My man Red Raider's been streaming for 24 hours. He's insane. I don't think I could do that. I would love to do that.
The possibility of proper litanies being acted to commune with the machine spirit is really statistical. Further investigation still recommended.
A cogitator here. This is a strange development. Stay alert, Tech Priest. I might need your help with data recovery.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
I kind of feel like that conversation should have been saved when I click this, because now I have to kind of like do nothing to listen to the conversation just so I can click this. Oh, and there is no conversation. Fucking rip. So where are we going? Oh, we have to go down here, I guess. Oh, let's get the sword out. I'm all about them swords. How's the full game? I love it. I love it, my friend. It's really cool. YouTube and Twitch. Sweet. People everywhere. Am I able to cook an egg on my CPU? My CPU is happy with this, my friend, but I am rocking a... I mean, it's not the best thing in the world. I'm rocking a Ryzen, and the Ryzen copes. I used to rock an i5 3570K, and that got hot. That was not a happy game. Bearing in mind it had about 5 years worth of dust in it. So yes, that was definitely a variable in the temperature issues I had. Remember, guys, to always thin your paints and always clean your damn fans out every now and again. And maybe don't put your PC in a carpeted room. I don't know. Wood flooring for the win.
Terminus est.
I'm looking forward to another weapon, because although I don't hate this, it's not as fun as some of the others. It's just something about it. I think part of the issue is the melee attack animations feel a bit slow with this. I don't know, maybe... Oh, great, I've done it. Fucking rip. I'm dead. I might as well just die. Be gone. Okay. It's that time again where you have to go range because you got no life. You got a bad inoculator because you're bad. Let's pop the inoculator. Okay, 1 hit kills. Next hit will kill me. Stress. Stress. No! I was too bad, too slow. I was not good enough. I'm sorry I've let you down, guys. I'll never do that again. But what I will do, and you guys need to spam this in chat, is say, Hydra, sort your inoculator out, you bad kid. Because it's just not on, not having a heal when you have no means of mitigation. Right, let's not stand in gas for too long. That's never a good idea. Okay. A little bit of range fighting. Even though I'm spec'd into melee, I mean, it just makes things easier to every now and again use a range weapon, you know? Don't commit full heart, 100% to melee. It's one of the tips I would give. Oh, a Cathian sword. Shiny. It's just, you're asking... Oh, God, a rebel psyker. Okay, let's hide by these barrels and get my life back. Nom 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 nom. Okay, so we'll get some support from the girls.
I found you guilty of heresy.
Hats off to the voice actress. I really like her. A little bit of a crush, perhaps. Little bit, tiny bit. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan of the voice actress.
Kiss of death.
I think it's also because she's in. Oh, it'll come back to me in a bit. It'll come back to me in a bit. Here we go. Okay. Let's, yep. This is not
I
looking
found
like
you
it's going
guilty
to end well. Yeah,
of
I can't
heresy.
dodge her attacks, and that's a problem when you can't heal. Be gone. Leave me alone. Okay, now we just need to take cover and live.
Kiss of death.
Oh, leave me be. Be gone. No, it's not going to work without a frickin' annoy. Thank God you can have as many deaths as you like. Guys, learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes, please. Okay, let's just go ham. We've got some of these. 30% critical for 30 seconds. So we're going to use that. We're going to use our inoculator, and we're going to go ham.
I slay in thy name.
Okay, and we're going to attack thin air as well. Pressing all them wrong buttons. And can't see her because of that damn thing covering the screen that I really don't like.
Recoil unclean.
There we go. All we needed to do was just go melee. Just needed to man up. That's all that I needed to do. And I'm going the wrong way. What a bad kid. Melee is too short range on its auto. Yeah, that's the thing. Is Assassin OP? Not really. Maybe at low level she... No,
Dozens
she's not.
must have been sacrificed in this slaughterhouse. Life in the Underhive can get worse, it seems.
Inquisitor, numerically, a few hundred deaths have no impact on the functionality of the hive.
Very reassuring.
Lol.
Anything else to report?
Definitely. All green units sense peculiar energy traces from a cortex circuit. Inquisitor, there is a dysfunctional initiate of the Adeptus Mechanica summoned to the bodies.
First the servo skulls, and now this. Tech priest. Strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the tech priest would be thrilled to see that it has become quite active since then.
Ta-da! I think the assassin is the most attractive to people that want to show off a little bit, because it's the most, you can dip, you can dive, you can dodge, you can duck, and you can dive. No, dodge. Because it just makes things a bit more interactive, I think, for the player. For me, that's why I'm playing the assassin. But once you start ranking up, yeah, Mojo, I had a chat with Megapol. He told us a while ago that they were really pushing on doing the Cabal changes. So I hope you like some of them. I don't know exactly what... Oh, wow, we got a load of stuff from that. We got a few bits and bobs. So let's push some levels in here. So now we've got a bonus 0.5, that's 3.5% dodge. It's not too bad. And we can put some more points in close combat. So now, I guess we can work towards this and get 20% damage bonus after dodge. For me, that feels like a pretty big one to go for. And then, of course, we will go for the critical hits giving vulnerability and suppression damage for fleshbane attacks. I can probably miss that for a bit. And then we'll see what else happens. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Really appreciated. Really, really appreciated. And shout out as well. Oh, what's going on? I pressed the M button and stuff's happening. Okay, I don't think I clicked anything, but maybe I did. Back to the bridge. Maybe I clicked on that by accident. Talk to the Omicron. Okay. Well, let's find the mission where I have to do that. Quick pit stop here. Sell that, sell that. Quick thing here. 56. Definitely upgrade that with a sniper rifle instead. Much, much cooler. Definitely, definitely cooler. Does the game have co-op? No. Clever bird, clever bird, clever bird. I know why you've heard that, and people that say that are simply wrong. It's not been removed from from the campaign. It was never in the campaign in the first place. There was never co-op within the actual campaign. There were some placeholders originally that you could do. And the campaign from day one 2 years ago has been referred to as a single player campaign. That being said, you don't have to do the campaign to level up. The campaign is just a string of missions with loads of dialogue in them, and an odd fight here and there that's scripted. If you don't want to listen to the audio and play with 4 people, you might as well just level up by doing the random sort of open world. That is my... I know I've just triggered a few people by saying open world, but that's basically the logic. When do you get attribute points? When you do the heroic deeds, my friend. So I've just loaded in the mission, so I can't show you, but they're sort of task specific. Yeah, the co-op is still there. There's still loads you can do. You can level up in co-op. You can do missions with your friends. You can do Cabal missions. You can do content like that. It just guarantees that you are going to learn the story, or at least you've had every opportunity to.
I'm in. Tech Priest, this might be a good time to tell me about the reason for this lockdown.
You are in an archaeotech vault. A trove of ancient technology, mostly classified as heretical in nature, or deemed to be dangerous by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Let me guess. Something exploded or broke free.
Cannot confirm. Still, I suggest extreme caution.
I'd quite like to be able to move during those bits, you know, even if it's through an empty map. I'd quite like that, just to give you something to do while playing. Maybe they decided against it. They didn't want people running through a big, long, open, empty hallway for 20 seconds. But I don't know. I find those standing still bits a little bit awkward. I mean, many people do want to play co-op with their friends. The problem is, and this is my personal view, and you know, you can have your own view because everyone's friends are different. But if I played this game with my friends, I would not listen to the dialogue. I wouldn't have the opportunity to. We'd be too busy shit-talking and taking the piss out of each other, you know? That is my experience of playing ARPGs with friends. Don't get me wrong, it's great fun, but if I'm doing that, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to play the campaign. You might as well do the sort of quote-unquote open world stuff, explore the galaxy, etc, etc, etc. And that's basically the view that Neocore have taken. They're sort of saying, well, the narrative experience is basically really important to them. They want players to see what they've made, and this is their way of making sure people see it. And some people, there will be a minority, I think, that are unfairly punished by it. But I feel like if we had the choice, we would punch ourselves in the face and miss out on the actual campaign and narrative for the sake of playing with friends, because, you know, and we wouldn't ever really realise what we've missed out on. That's my view anyway. You can accuse me of White Knight defending, but I actually agree with their choice. I feel it is justified, even though it will come with enormous backlash from several people. Many people, or some people, will not buy the game for this decision alone. That's something that Neocore, I think, will reflect on for a long time. Was it worth it? And I, provided the reviews for this game continue to state that the narrative is really good, and I do think that the reviews should state that. Anyone that says there is not much story just needs to play some other ARPGs and remember what ARPG standard is like, which is fucking terrible. Yeah, I think provided the reviews are good, they will be happy. That's my view anyway. Okay, come on. Time to die. Oh, all the dodges. Oh. Come on, get stunned. Definitely need some more abilities, I think. Come on.
Death is a journey.
There we go. Right, what's my power level? I have no idea at the moment, my friend. Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, story mode on your own and end game with buddies. I think that's a good way to do it. I mean, many people do enjoy launch day with friends, but in which case do the tutorial and then play with friends. You know, it's fine. As I say, I mean, playing with friends for me, playing the campaign with co-op. Oh, you know what I mean. Playing the campaign with friends for me would be detrimental to how much fun I had. There is this room, this tile has problems with FPS. It is just this room. I'll need to have a chat with anyone that is able to talk. Oh, fuck it, it's probably already been fixed in the next patch. There is a patch coming, by the way, guys. I wouldn't even be surprised if you see a patch every other day from Neocore for the next week.
Mechanisms on the sentry pillars.
You mean these two mechanical columns?
Correct. Warning. Many low price will activate the alarm system.
Repent.
Sweet. Let's roll.
My ears are bleeding. I must stop this.
Always kill these alarms. He's actually summoned a lot of stuff now, which is cool. Actually gives you something to prioritise. Kind of like a loot goblin type thing. Oh my god, there's something I need to rush. Although having a loot goblin in this game would really make no sense. A random cultist running away with a bag of goodies. Not my treats. Puritan for the win. Oh, radical or Puritan, guys? That's the question. I am radical through and through because I don't like killing people. It's actually weird that radicals are actually more pacifist in this game. They're actually, you know, the radical's more like, oh, this man's serving the Imperium, we shouldn't execute him. Whereas the Puritan, nothing to do with you guys, but the Puritans are a bit of a dick. They're more sort of, oh, kill everything because it did something remotely to do with chaos. I'm much more flexible. Heretic confirmed.
You are guilty.
Right. Yeah, Puritans are definitely a bit more violent. That has to be said. Okay, let's activate this for a little bit. I mean, maybe we can just continue to stand here, summon some of these. Ah, there we go. We've got some turrets now. I think we can just stay here and continue to do this. This is Diablo Season 14. Nah, my friend. If you're a seasoned player for Diablo, this is not Diablo. If you are fairly new to ARPGs and you've played Diablo for 10-15 minutes, I'd say, yeah, sure, it's like Diablo. But if you've played Diablo and if you've played in seasons, this is not like Diablo in so many ways. It doesn't give you a constant trickle of candy to sort of keep you playing. There's no like, oh my god, this armor piece is ginormous and huge and totally awesome and increases my damage by 20%. No, it doesn't. I mean, to be fair, 200% is a more realistic number for Diablo 3. This does not do damage creep in the way that D3 does. You can't even call it creep in Diablo 3. It's fucking damage explosions. One ring can make your damage go up 5,000% if you're lucky. And everything synergizes. It's ridiculous. This game doesn't want to offer you that. It's not interested. And that's both a good and a bad thing. Because obviously some players like it. Please kill this thing. Please kill it faster. Rip. Right, there you go, enough said. To be fair, enough said, I am trying to play a game while reading a very fastly moving chat. Well, maybe fast for some, but... But I think it's a conversation worth having, because it's a question I get every day. It's a question I get every day. How much is this like Diablo? Not a lot is the answer. It just aims to do different things. This is more of an entry-level game, I think. It's got maybe some difficulty to it, but Diablo 3 is even quite entry-level too, but in terms of simplicity, I think this is even more simple than Diablo.
Repent!
In a sense, although the optimization process is more complicated in this game, which is confusing. Sort of, the actual build you get is simpler than Diablo 3, because you can't really make your own builds with 2 of the 3 characters, but the actual way you min-max them is more complicated. But there you go. There you go. Well, this has been pretty easy. These guys don't really seem in a rush to stop me. I'm just going to go ahead and press this button and get the hell out of here. Nice.
Lockdown terminated. Proceed to the gate.
Witchen, I've played this game for the last 2 years and made 200 videos on it, so yes, this is a pretty simple game in terms of combat. You have 4 buttons to do. There may be complicated things to this game, but this game is still pick up and play. There may be a lot of minutiae around the character crafting, but this is a game that's marketed towards new players towards the ARPG. The game has complexity, but it is still pick up and play. And yes, as an ARPG, it is simple in comparison to other games of the genre. That's what I say, and that's what I'll stick to. You compare it to Grim Dawn, the character creation in this is incredibly simple. You compare this to Path of Exile, the character depth in this is incredibly simple. That's my view anyway. You're welcome to your own, but you could probably argue that Diablo 3 is simpler in some respects because there's just less to optimize. You've got your abilities, you've got your runes, and you know you generally go for some damage. And I'm talking like entry-level play here. I'm just talking someone that's just picked up the game. Diablo 3 is quite welcoming. It doesn't sort of okay. Let's pull back a little bit. Right, let's roll. Okay. You like the character progression, but movement feels weird. Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, there's something about movement in this with melee that's different to other games. I can't quite put my finger on yet. There's a few things about it I've got some thoughts on. I mean, the animation style is so different to something like Diablo, it makes it kind of awkward to compare. I need to go back and play some more games, some more ARPGs. I've played a few recently, but not really looking at the actual footage side by side to really put my finger on what feels odd about the movement in this game. But I would agree with you that there's something about navigating that feels a bit weird, and it's hard to put your finger on. Well, it is for me anyway. Right. Having 40k knowledge, I think, helps for this game. It helps you not be too confused. I don't think it's a necessity, though. I think there's plenty of... I think there's plenty of opportunity to just go along with it, you know? But that being said, you will hear a lot of words like cogitator, you will hear a lot of words that just don't really make a lot of sense. Can I respawn? Thank you. You will hear a lot of stuff that just doesn't really make a lot of sense until you go and Google it. So I mean, you can make a sort of an educated guess, I guess. And can I have a tech shrine, please? So what do we got here? 50%. That's not too bad. Oh, and we're doing a... where am I stabbing it exactly? In the... Where? Oh, there's a face there. There you go. I guess I stabbed it in the face.
Your death is just.
Okay. Uther's Tarot confirmed.
I have found
there we go.
Uther's Tarot.
Nice.
Now what?
Right. Standard melee for the player, shorter range, the standard melee for enemies. I think that's true, Datton. I definitely think that's true. And that... Sorry, let's just turn the audio off. I think you've definitely got a point there. And that does make, at times, the travel time increase. For me, there's also a little bit of an issue with there being so many ranged enemies, which is a good thing for the game and for the canon. But you spend a lot more time moving to enemies and a lot less time having enemies moving to you, which basically increases your travel time in this game. That, as well as you've said, the decreased range as a standard, just ends up with you moving a lot more in this game than you might in other. And then the primary ability, the left click, has sort of less of a... Some of the other games, let's say the Diablo 3 Monk, has a dash associated with that ability. So yeah, there's certain things to sort of all add up and involve melee in this being a little bit more awkward, which is why I really like the Assassin, because for me it's the only one that really compensates for that by having a lot of mobility with the character, with the dodge button, with the 2 dashes. I really do like the Crusader, don't get me wrong, but I do find sometimes that I find travel time is just a bit too much. The spammable assault pack kind of helps. Hunt for the Martyr. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Did we get all of these? Yeah, we did. Nice. So, talk to you. Oh, back on the bridge, I presume, as there's nothing coming up here. Let's have a little double check quick. Optimization is good, Ivan. Not really. I'm going to be honest. Streamer loot again. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, boys. We got a plasma gun. 60 as well. Damn. It's pretty nice. I guess we should equip it, shouldn't we? Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I've got all the relics. All the relics are belong to me. Definitely. Let's go back to the command bridge, because it looks like we've got someone to talk to. Yeah, Datton, I completely agree with that statement. Oh, there we go. He's over here. Right, bit of dialogue.
Tech Priest. I couldn't help but notice that the Tech Priest I found at the Monolith was a member of the Requisitional Expedition, just like you. Makes me wonder why these expeditions are always connected to heretical activities. They conducted research here, and now the Monolith is stirring. Care to explain?
As you request. Full disclosure is the most logical solution at this point. Everything else hinders efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The Requisitional Expeditions served as a cover for the secret operations of our factions.
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Xenorite, specializing in research into archaeotech and Xenos relics in the Caligari sector.
Are you confessing to tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Xenorites serve Inquisitors. Mostly the ones you call radicals.
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it is not heresy, only that it could be widespread heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records revealed a hexamathic code with the coordinates of the Xenorite base under the Hive. Investigating the location could provide useful data.
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
Right, very good question coming in the chat here. Someone just wants to know, just please tell me, is this worth the 40k IP? Here's the thing, my friend. I'll do some shopping while we talk about this. It, in my opinion, is, but you might not like it. That's all I can say with this game. I believe that this is a very good game. I do not believe it is the best game. I believe it is a good game, but you may not like it. Because shock, shock, horror, horror, that's how games work. And I'm not trying to be sort of a bit obnoxious with that statement, but I think there's a lot of people that make the assumption these days that because one person likes the game that they're trying to imply that someone else will. Like when I say I like this, I'm not saying that you will like this too. I'm saying I like this and nothing more than that. So it's just something to be aware of. I honestly think this is very good as far as 40k games go. I think it doesn't disgrace the IP at all. If you're interested in lore, I think it does a great job of doing all that and a lot more. But there may be design choices that you don't enjoy if you're a heavy ARPG player. That's my honest view.
Research is still in progress. Insufficient data.
Okay, audio seems to be missing for that. Use the turrets to find Klosterheim and the Martyr. Okay, off we go, guys. I'm getting a vision. Ooh, spicy. Is it worth the money? That's a good question. Yeah. Hello, audio. Please say it's still not the placeholder. Ah, the intro trailer. Here we go, boys. And the audio's not working for it. I have heard about this. I believe they fixed it in the patch, but the audio's not been triggered properly, so we'll talk over the top about this instead, to cover up for how awkward this is. It's a great cutscene, isn't it, my friend? It's awesome. I mean, for me, it's one of the best I've seen in terms of 40k cutscenes. There's some things that aren't quite perfect, but it's pretty damn good. I mean, look at him go. Look at him go. He's a bro. He's a bro. Klosterheim is... This is Klosterheim, by the way, if you're not familiar with him. That's not really a spoiler. I really want to listen to this bit as well. And I really hope they put it on YouTube so I can actually hear this bit. Oh, my God. Awesome. You've not seen this one? If you've not seen this, you really need to go out and actually check it out on YouTube. It's up there. Valrak's uploaded it. Neocore have uploaded it. Everyone's uploaded it. It's all there. It's awesome. It's just, there's screams, there's shouting. It's wicked. And Klosterheim's basically having a bad day, by the looks of it. So the Imperial Guard. The Astra Militarum. Fuck it. Why did they change the name? Wasn't that voice in the beta? Wasn't which voice in the beta? This wasn't in the beta, this footage. So, don't know. Is it worth the money? Depends how much you like the game, how much you like the setting, and it depends on the season content. One thing about more or less everyone that responds to this question, and I'm not talking about anyone in chat, I'm just speaking in general, no one is aware exactly of how good the season content is. And the season content is the main selling point of this game. So anyone that tells you that you play this game for 25 hours and you won't play it again hasn't looked at the product that they're actually purchasing, because this game actually aims to do a lot more than that. I'm not saying it will do so successfully. I'm not saying it will be amazing at it, but that's what it aims to do. It aims to add periodic content and increase the leveling cap on a periodic basis which is, you know, going to hopefully be awesome. The thing is we don't know exactly how amazing that's going to be. For the content I've already got, I think it will be awesome. But it's something to consider. And it seems... Okay. It seems that the audio's still a little bit fucked here with the dialogue lines.
We have arrived at the coordinates you provided. I don't know how you did it exactly, Inquisitor, but the Martyr is here. Uncanny. And speaking of uncanny, you also have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
We continue to be impressed by your progress, Inquisitor. You have located the Martyr. Your methods might be unconventional, but they are rather efficient. It's time to land on the Martyr again. I can't stress enough how important it is that you find Lord Klosterheim. Remember, we need him alive, at least for the time being. He must be a repository of valuable information on the legacy of other Tiberius. The Emperor protects.
Let's give Bola a little high five in the chat for buying this on impulse. Good man. Good man. And thank you again, everyone, following by on Twitch. It's nice to have you guys here. I will be streaming this on the regular. You guys might be wondering why I'm not sponsored or partnered on Twitch, or why there's no emotes. I'm dual streaming at the moment. That's also why I'm answering questions you might not be able to see. Basically, I am a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos on this game, and YouTube is kind of like my home, or has been for the last, let's call it 2 years. It's not quite, but let's call it 2 years. Feck it, it might be actually. Never mind. I've made a lot of videos on this game. We're probably coming up to 200. It's quite a lot.
Data search detects 3 locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Marauders defiling the sanctuaries of the Omnissiah need to be eliminated.
Okay, and a lovely little
I slay
bit of
in
dialogue.
thy name.
And because YouTube is my home, I always want to make sure I'm streaming to YouTube. And honestly, my prediction for the future is, even though I love you guys in Twitch, is that YouTube is going to slowly catch up with it. And I want to be there when that happens, so I will be streaming to both. Unfortunately, that means you can't be a Twitch partner because you can't dual stream while associated with Twitch. So, I'm afraid there you go. That's that, really. But anyone that wants another content provider to watch, I really would recommend you check out Red Raider, because he's playing this game quite a bit too. And the dude's wicked to watch. You want to check him out.
Terminus.
He's got he's got a lot of charisma going for him, which I love watching. He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Right. Time to die, Heretic Astartes. Ugh. Slow, sluggish.
Death
and
is a
there we
journey.
go. I'm really looking forward to getting some other weapons.
A soul-bound warp creature protects the chest.
Oh, get dodged.
That's remarkable.
Bit more critical hit will help as well.
Oh,
and the vulnerability, really, that's
Time
gonna
to
help a
reap the
lot.
reward.
Oh, no, need to pick that up. Extra dots and credits and things. Thank you for the vids and streams. Well, you're very welcome for the vids and streams, my friend. I really hope they help you. More videos coming, of course. And guys, if you do want specific videos, you know, leave it in the comments, leave it somewhere, make sure it's somewhere for me so it's visible, so I can mull over it. I know everyone obviously wants character guides, and I will go through my build once I'm probably level 15, and I can actually talk about what I've built, rather than just 8 skill points that are going into melee damage. It's not really much to say there.
Recoil unclean.
And I'll talk about how it is leveling with it, maybe talk a little bit about some advice. I mean, obviously I've just been dying left, right and centre here, so clearly there are some lessons to be learned. I'm just sort of semi on autopilot, but that's what he says anyway. That's what he says. A good excuse. I'm allowed to play bad because I'm streaming. Some games I used to play well on while streaming. Ghost Recon's Wildland I used to do okay. Except every now and again when I'd be cursed and just only die.
Next security door is locked with a code anathema, a primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics. You should be able to override it.
This is my main Malamba, so this is my level 8. I've not had a massive opportunity to play this yet. I've been at work today, so I'll be spending the evening with the other half. So tomorrow probably get another video out. Not entirely sure on what yet. Need to nail that one. Let's get some more critical hit chance. 30% from digital weapons. I'm glad they had a buff because...
Kill the heretic!
But it's pretty big, to be honest. 30% is pretty damn big. That's really handy for taking out large targets. Oh, come on. There we go. And... oh, only a Nurgling left. Okay, take some cover, get some life back. Okay. Thank you very much, Huber. Thank you very much. That my aim is only to inform.
A wise man learns from the deaths of others. Let's see what this lecture is.
A co-op will be fixed after the next patch, I'm pretty sure. Co-op always does this when they implement the big things. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like one of those things where they make changes and then the only way they can fix the code seems to be afterwards.
You are guilty.
The problem is when these patches are being tested, there's no issues with multiplayer. Like it's fine. It's only when it gets loaded up that they find out that there's these sort of coding problems. And it unfortunately seems like something where every time they do a major patch, co-op's going to be unstable for a few days. Although I think we're nearly there, because there is currently a patch in testing as we speak by some of the internal testers. I know because I'm one of them. This is not the internal patch because I wanted to stream, but you won't be waiting long for an update, guys. Fixes were like, just look at the beta. We had what, 4 patches in 4 days? It's pretty damn fast. I was kind of surprised there wasn't one today, but I'm guessing that maybe they want to roll it all out at once and they want to make sure it goes smooth, you know. People don't need much of an excuse to be angry these days, so make sure things are running right. 2 in the morning, good lord. Well, nearly 3 in the morning, Lilandra. Anyway, looking forward to seeing you again. Have fun on your holiday. I will see you again soon.
I hope the filtering bionics won't fail me.
Let's get out of here. So what are we doing? Just exploring the area.
An errant boy of the rotting emperor.
Awesome.
Oh, consider it. I will paint this chamber red with your blood.
However, I am
Terminus est.
I am actually an errand girl, I'll have you know. And I find that offensive that you assumed my gender. Especially as I have a massive ponytail and pretty goddamn big knockers.
Target eliminated.
I mean, it's not like they're hidden. They're kind of in your face. And I look a little bit like the girl from Red Riding Hood, the adult version, you know the one I mean, that had a little bit too much sauce in for a Red Riding Hood plot. I don't know the name of the actress, but I'm pretty sure that there's some genetic coding overlapping here. Night shift. Nice.
Precious blood.
I have fun on the night shift. Right, let's load all this up. Load up all my digi weapons. Let's get all of my procs going. So this is sort of max damage that I can do. It doesn't really seem that impressive, does it? Okay, maybe it's not terrible. Okay, do some AoE, I guess. I'm looking forward to the Doctrine AoE ability that makes people take or deal 20% less damage.
Traitor of
That's
mankind,
also very, very handy.
Apparently, the Chaos Marines are the masters of the cult. He had a cogitator, which might be linked to the network of the Forsaken Sons.
Okay, cogitator thing over there. Good. We can read that another time, guys. We can read that another time. Onward and upward. Onward we go. Just updated, but no differences yet. Is there's no patch yet, my friend. I think it's more room specific. It's the rooms that have large amounts of mobs, because there's some places with large amounts of mobs and I have no problem at all. At the moment, for me, it looks more like map optimization than game optimization that's causing problems, because some of these rooms I'm fine in, and that will go. I think the problem is they've included so many new assets and stuff like that I have a feeling that's probably some of those have probably caused some issues. I don't really know how these things work. I'm not a developer, so I'm kind of speculating a little bit here, but I think there's a little bit of logic behind my view. And smush and smush. Nice. I just want my I just want my big shiny power sword, my arc sword. That's the one. Arc, not arc blade, arc sword, arc sword. Definitely my favourite by a mile. What's up, anyone new here, by the way? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I believe there is a Patreon link being... Oh, sorry, not a Patreon link, a Discord link being shared every now and again. Those of you that are looking for people to hang out with. If you just want to hang out with some other people that are interested in this game, jump on in the Discord. It's a really good bunch of people, really nice community. We've got 4 cabals running at the moment. So there'll be spaces for more. There will be spaces. We need to unlock some more for the patron cabal, which is full, thanks to yesterday.
What is this? No, Master! I was faithful!
Has the patch been released 20 minutes ago? Oh, hello. Don't mind me, I just sit here.
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield and strength.
What? What's going on? That's a bit of a weird cutscene. If you can call that a cutscene. I don't really know what happened. Oh my word. Ouch. But I'm healing now, which is nice. You can only put 5 stacks on these guys, so that's worth knowing. Come on. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Somersault backflip. Stab him in the eyes.
The leader of the cult might still be alive, but he has only a few minutes left.
My task is done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice to the faithless and avenged countless innocents.
Okay, so apparently there is a patch. I haven't downloaded it though. It's probably a little micro hotfix. Kirsten Stewart acting. What? Yeah. That's right, Mr. Matt. That is right. Kirsten Stewart. That's the one. That might be who I'm thinking of. I'm fairly sure it is. I'll go Googling afterwards. Hopefully before the other half comes home, or I'll be in. Hello! There she is. Speak the devil. Right, let's equip the new sword. That's looking pretty good. And let's upgrade. Let's see if we can do any tech tree upgrading over here. Nothing available. I'm lacking credits, severely lacking credits. So let's just sell stuff for now. I don't really want the arc blade either. Let's sell stuff because that also gives me fate as well. Remember, so that's also handy to have. I haven't been upgrading and getting a lot of better loot for a while, but hey, there you go. Download a map in the hangar deck of the Martyr. Let's roll.
How did the interrogation go?
The subject had severe objections to the procedure, but once I rearranged certain neural pathways and removed a few non-vital appendages, he became very compliant. I have a full report if you're interested in the details.
A summary will suffice.
The word-bearers wanted to take out this fool once their schemes were compromised. They are hiding in the depths of the Underhive by the largest monolith. They will soon perform a grand ritual and sacrifice the remaining prisoners.
These foul traitors, and their craving for rituals. Anything else?
The Xenox devices are somehow connected to these dark practices, but the heretic had no additional information, apart from the usual ramblings. How should we proceed, Inquisitor?
We need to act immediately. We need a precise, surgical cut to sever the head.
Precise, surgical, and cuts. Excellent premises. We will start preparations at once.
I love it. I just love it. I like, I'm going to call her Thelma, because that's basically her name. I like Thelma. She's cool. Clement, I haven't spoken too much. Completed stuff, other things. Normal, hard, extreme. We can spawn more stuff here. Random assignments. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. So what's over here now? That's the thing, the Hall of Heroes and the stuff and the things. Why is it empty? Right, so I kind of feel like, guys, I need to download the latest patch because I don't really want to be playing something out of date. So let me just download the patch real quick. It'll only take a moment. So what we'll do is we'll have to Control, Delete, Restart Steam because it does this. You just have to zap it. Don't worry, it'll be back in a mo. Zap Steam. Pew! There you go. Steam has been zapped. Now we'll load it back up again and we'll rock on. Yeah, it's worth mentioning that corpses that hang around on the floor do tend to murder frames. So Wait, is that the Astartes from the tutorial? Whereabouts? In the guy over on the chair? Well, we'll go over to him in a second and say hello. Steam has decided to do an update as well. It'll only be about 20 seconds, guys, and the patch will update, so hang in there. Connecting to account, downloading patch. There we go in the background. It's only 100 megabytes. We're already on 50%. We're on 60. We're on 70. We're downloading nice and speedy. No problems. Totally not a Khorne ship as an advisor. Yeah, a Khorne Marine on the ship, just handing out advice. What type of cereal should I have today? Cornflakes. Haha. Amazing. Amazing. Does my GPU fan go crazy when playing? Not particularly, my friend. I've got it set on a fairly low GPU per fan curve, and I've got the power set down a little bit. I've actually underclocked mine a tad, and it's fine. But it depends on your GPU. It will make your GPU run hotter than some other games will. So that's a thing.
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to
I
defend
could stream
humanity.
it off the cutscene, but it's already done.
We keep
It's already done. It's already downloaded. Vanity is ready. Let's log back in. Let's have a see and just double check that he's not a Khorne Marine in disguise, because I will not accept that on my bridge. Yeah, he's currently sort of waiting repairs. He's not in a good way at the moment. He's had a bad day. He's missing a leg. He's got a tube in his leg. He's, I think one of his pauldrons looks like it's been hurt. And he's attached to some form of, I guess that's some 40k version of a wheelchair, I guess. It's got consoles on it and all sorts. I guess it's like a medibay. Yeah, it is. It's got like needles and stuff. That's pretty cool. Dig that. I should really change weapon because I'm really not digging it, but I do have 2 purple swords, which kind of makes me not want to swap. Stop the World Bearer ritual at the main fabrication monolith. Let's do it. Yes, the ice map certainly has some issues. Should we stick with hard? Yes, these are slowly getting harder and harder because my power level's not really going up at the same rate that the missions are. That's primarily an issue of me not upgrading my gear because I'm not getting any upgrades. But there you go. It's all good. Grimdark wheelchair confirmed.
These traitors live in defiance of our divine majesty. They corrupt the souls of innocents and commit heinous acts. Show them the wrath of the Emperor, Inquisitor.
Rest assured, Thorn. I don't intend to let any heretic Astartes leave this place. Die, heretic!
I'm going to kill them all. Ain't no heretic Astartes going to escape from me. They're going to need medical assistance when I'm done with them. I'd like some more interrogation within this game. I hope that's sort of featured into some cutscene in the later game. I haven't... Oh, God, Lord! I haven't actually seen a lot of the later game yet. I've not seen Chapter 5, so I'm really, really looking forward to checking that out. I really hope I'm not one of the people that has it bugged at the moment. That would be upsetting. Kill defenders. Ah, right, okay. So I actually need to go back and kill this damn turret. Sad face. Feels bad, man, but I can stun it because it doesn't have any suppression. Screw you, turret. Is assassin with a sword? Yeah, mate, anything is viable in this game. Anything at all is viable, but not everything is good at everything. I know that obviously that kind of goes without saying, but if you're rocking a... I don't know, let's say you're rocking an auto gun. Fuck it, you're rocking an auto rifle. You're not going to have a great time against dreadnoughts. Each weapon has some things it can do and some things it's not so good at. Although I will say right now, the bolt rifle is amazing at everything. It's just like, why bother balancing a bolt rifle? We want everyone to use it, so, you know, I say bolt rifle, you know I mean bolt gun. Yes, everything is viable most of the time. There's just a few weapons. On that note, let's swap out a plasma rifle. Oh!
I found you guilty of heresy.
Okay, time to get out of here, I think. Summon some more clones. And charge up a shot. Nice. Nice. Did they just launch a wave of missiles at me?
I found you guilty of heresy.
Cool, killed an Ogren. Feels good, man. And let's... Oh, take a load of damage. Oh my word, it's a sentinel. I only just realised that's there. I am a bad person. Right, let's get a little bit of life back and go back in. We've got some digi-weapons, we've got cooldowns we can use. I kind of need her to die. Yeah, Datton, I completely agree with you. Sometimes you can absolutely screw yourself because you haven't got the right tools for the job, basically. Okay, let's focus on killing one of these first. Should be able to take them down pretty quick. Come on. Come on. I guess we can use a plasma pistol, he says. Plasma pistol, rifle. I can't get my gun types right today. Okay, come on. How much is this going to do? So, melee is generally always good against armor targets. Melee doesn't really have a lot of problems because almost every melee weapon has something to take down armor targets. Come on. So what we'll do now is we'll whop out melee. We'll just wait for the inoculator to reset. There we go. And always try and dodge that because it does hurt. Oh, that's hurting a bit too much. That's hurting a bit. We're going to have to kill everything else around there first. And we might even have to kill it at in ranged combat. Oh, be gone. I'm going to try and save that last inoculator because I don't have any more left. Wait for my health to come back. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we can get some life back while we're here. Oh, he says, as he's getting shot. Leave me be. Okay, last inoculator, let's roll.
Pain is salvation.
Come on. Come on. Do you believe, guys? Do you believe? I don't think I'm going to kill him before he murders me. Oh my word. I need some cover. Cover, please. Oh, I do not want to be here. I do not want to be near that. Oh dear, it was going to happen. I didn't want to trigger that because then it'll trigger the box and I've got to try and kill the box. That would have been painful. Oh, that was rough. Definitely need to get that power level upgraded a little bit. I don't have the sustain to really sort of put up with this at the moment, and I don't have the suppression damage to stun him. I mean, it's just the rifle does so much damage. I could probably do a bit better of sort of running around and avoiding his damage. Come on, use that damn... What the hell is wrong with you? I'm stuck on scenery. Oh, thank God that was close. 49 hit points calculated. Anyone else playing the Assault Crusader? I'm pretty sure there are plenty of you, my friend. Lots of Crusaders out there. I think Assassins...
the blood price.
A little bit flavour of the month, but many people will turn to Crusader. I've played Crusader for the first year of this game, so I played it a lot. I'm quite happy to play anything other than Crusader. Although the Psyker, I really want to like the Psyker, I just don't like him, and I can't put my finger on it. It makes me so sad.
Let's see what was so important.
Just doesn't do it for me. Oh, nothing too great. Some crafting materials. Storm Shield is nice, definitely nice. I'm a big fan of the Storm Shield.
Kill the heretic!
Big fan of the Storm Shield. Right. I wonder if we've got any more of the Cabal mission completed.
Target
I
eliminated.
haven't seen or noticed many codexes, which I can't remember what you have to kill to get them. We'll find out in a mo. Okay, and that does a nice spike of damage. A little execute, just because it looks cool. I love the low cooldown on this ability though. It is nice. Low cooldown dash, really super handy. Okay.
Inquisitor, my navigator has
Black
reported
magic,
a small
black magic,
scale
the
war
magic
force
question,
manifesting
the
in
big
this
question.
segment. We can't stay here for long, or the ship will be...
Oh, there we go, wrong button.
Acknowledged. I wonder if this has anything to do with those traitors down there.
Oh, so Black Magic's asked the big question again. Is it worth the money? And I'd say if you enjoy the game, then yes it is. I really don't want to I keep getting baited into this, and I'm not going to tell someone that, yes, you should buy it, you will love it. In my opinion, this is one of the best 40k games. Many people would not feel that this is one of the best 40k, one of the best ARPGs, because it might not tick the boxes that they want from the game. That's all I can kind of tell you. I think this is a good game. It's got good narrative delivery. I think the actual...
I hope the filtering bionics won't fail me.
Player variation within the game is plentiful. I think the amount of total viable weapon customization options is enough for me. It may not be enough for everyone, and a lot of people say, but Hydra, you can't customize weapons. I kind of feel like you can, given the perks system and the enchants. I mean, yeah, perks aren't really customizing your weapon, you could argue. I kind of feel like they are. They're customizing a character, which is your weapon, really. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Varying views on the game. I mean, the thing I would say, my friend, is if you want a good narrative experience, you will like this. This is one of the better 40k narrative experiences. If you want it to be proportionate to the books in terms of canon, it won't be, because it's a computer game. I don't think you'll find many games that are proportionate to the books, so if seeing an Inquisitor, a humanoid, killing an Astartes triggers you, you will get upset by this, because it's an action ARPG, you know. It's just an ARPG, because the A stands for action. Something to consider. If you want a book simulator, this will not be a book simulator.
Such a crude trap.
Oh, here we go.
Inquisitor. A few turrets won't stop me.
Fortunately, I can stun them. Get wrecked, turret nerds. However, very good narrative system on this. It's a game that you can play with friends and have a lot of fun with. Yes, the co-op is single player only, but there will be a lot of stuff to do with friends. The season system, I think, is going to make this a long-term game for people. You might dip in and out of it, but I think this game will keep people coming back for more for a long, long time with the content delivery stream that they're planning. Really looking forward to that. Oh, kill all defenders. Are we done? Enter the chamber. Sweet. Well, that's the one thing they've promised.
Your machinations end today.
Lucky of the false emperor! You will not stop the ritual! The warp will bring the fires of destruction and show you the power of the true gods!
No mercy for the heretic. No forgiveness for the traitor.
Hilarious. They were thinking of that meme when they said that. Hilarious. What else can I say about this game? Seasons. Seasons. Warzone season, Warzone season. And I'm not talking salt and pepper. Heal. This game boasts to be providing a lot of, support afterwards. You're getting a lot of free content patches. You're getting 3 pretty big updates per year to this game in the form of seasons. Obviously, there'll be patches alongside that, and there may be other game systems implemented, like the previously planned retinue feature. Dodge, duck, dip, dive. Can we dodge through here? Get a pull. No, and I got hit by a lightning bolt. God damn it! And we were doing so well. If I haven't tried dual bolt pistol is life. Let me tell you, the number 2 ability on that is absolutely awesome. Definitely one of my favourite abilities in the game, without a doubt. Oh my word, this room is going to be a ball ache to do. So what we're going to do is just go ranged. We're just going to make it easy. We're just going to make it easy on ourselves. We're going to get some cover. We're going to find some cover, because somewhere on this map, okay, I'll just continue burning, sod it.
Pain is salvation.
Wow, nice crit. Okay, we're just going to kill some from ranged here, because this is going to be one hell of a headache otherwise. Oh, map opacity, please. There we go. How did that hit me? I was running in the opposite direction. If that burns me to death, I'm going to be... Yeah, there we go. I'm triggered. My triggers. Damn you, Neocore. This is an area that really needs some cover. That's something that might trigger people every now and again. There's sometimes where you really feel like you want some cover and there just isn't any.
Purified.
But I mean, I guess you could make the argument that if I really want cover that bad, I could go into the room a bit further and get some. Also, that wall opacity just needs fixing.
Target eliminated.
It's, finally he dies. I hope that's not an explosive barrel. I'm going to hide in the corner here for a sec. Right. Go around the room, picking them off.
Eradicated.
Time to die. Pew, 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 pew. Some people really dislike the sound of this weapon as well.
Eradicated.
I would say I hate it. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. I'm neutral on this. I know a lot of people aren't a fan, though. It's, yeah. I'm generally a big fan of the voice acting, even though some of it I think needs work. But on the whole, I am a big fan of it. I just think if you want a... Oh, let's have a look. Word-bearer sorcerers. You got one earlier. Okay, word-bearer sorcerers are actually the mission objective here. For wrong way. For the Cabal. That's good to know. Right, let's just go back to melee. So it's definitely worth pointing out that melee, I mean, this is where things start to get tough. I'm just at a point where I don't really have sustain in my build, so if I run out of heal, I'm fucked. And that's it, really. There's not been any inoculator resets, and I've been chewing through them a bit too fast, so having a bit of a bad day when it comes
Terminus
to
est.
fucking avoidable skills as well. Do my triggers. Okay. I mean, I am playing the difficult mode, so to be fair, it shouldn't really be that surprising. Let's wait till we get a little bit of life back. Please don't zap me through the wall. That would be really lame. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 weapon-based skills. I can see the overlap there. I can definitely see the overlap.
Eliminated.
Right, and I think, aside from a plasma gun down there, that is everything. So let's get our health back and go kill this guy. Oh, actually first, there's some goodies over here. Let's get the goodies. Might spur me on. Right. Please die.
Repent.
Okay. Right, it's just me and him. Mano and mano. Okay. Time to get wrecked, nerd. Need more suppression damage in order to do these stuns. Like, I've got a stun. Oh, he's finally stunned now. It's kind of always a bit too late. Okay, so you could read these if you want. I'm not going to.
Faithful, fear has no dominion. The traitors will perish today.
Best way to level in the game, full stop, really, is just play the story. Just play the story on story mode if you want to level up. Like, it's really easy. You can barely die. It's incredibly easy. And it's intentionally easy. They want it to be welcoming. Its story mode is easier than a lot of people expected, thus there's a few complaints on it. But, yeah, it is very, very simple. Right, what else have we got here going on? What else have we got? A pretty nice weapon there. 60, 50... any upgrades here? Bit of an upgrade, and a big upgrade, and a bit of an upgrade. That'll do very nice. Wow, even that's an upgrade. I really need some... Oh my... Do I need more of those? What do I have that's really bad? A main implant is really bad. Okay, let's see if you've got any.
I have received your report, and I am very satisfied with the way you have handled the situation. However, I must add that I have found certain details lacking, especially the ones that concern the role of the Adeptus Mechanicus in the unfolding events. I cannot stress enough the importance of thorough fieldwork. Carelessness leads to negligence, which will eventually lead to anti-imperial activities. All in all, great work. The Emperor protects.
I love these bits. I love these bits so much. They're so small and subtle, but I love them. And I get some bonus stuff now. Thank you very much. And I've leveled up. And I can use a bolt gun. Survival point, skill point. Nice. So we'll load up the skills over here and see what we're working towards. So we've got the bonus damage after a dodge, which is really nice. Critical hit chance with melee is also good too. I think criticals doing vulnerability is definitely next thing. Extra damage against slow shock, stunned or frozen is not that useful. But we'll work towards that for now. Now, anything else we can do? I think the heroic deed we just completed gives us... where is it? Character back over here. That's given us some more survival. So we're now on 7, or did it give... it gave us something. I can't remember. And do we have any better perks? So at the moment we've got dodge bonus for every 5% of the class resource bar present. I feel like I'm spending it a bit too much, so maybe we should go for something else. Critical hit strength is very nice, but I take more damage. Dealing damage with the dot healing is quite nice, but I feel like there could be better ones. And Let's have a look. I think kills giving crit is probably a good shout, but what I'm going to go for at the mo is just critical hit strength 10%. Even that's probably not a good one because I don't have much critical hit strength. I've got 12. That's a terrible choice, Hydra. Let's go for a free adrenaline. Free adrenaline on taking hits. Download the map.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
Inquisitor, you have successfully eliminated the threat posed by the enemy on Atheon Prime. I am an advocate of swift actions, relentless purges, and dedication to our doctrines, and therefore I find your approach commendable. I'm aware that you still have an ongoing investigation to handle, but as you might have suspected from the classified Pict recording, that was only the beginning. We want you to travel to Dagnor Primaris and investigate a rebellious uprising. The local Adeptus Arbitus has been keeping an eye on potential cult activity in the Administratum Hive, led by a certain individual with the unsophisticated moniker of the Prophet. The cult has recently triggered a hive-wide rebellion. It might sound trivial, but in the light of your previous mission, we suspect that it could be related to the upsurge of chaos activity in the subsector.
Loving the hat. Mojo's loving the hat. I don't blame him. The hat is awesome. Where's Hereticus? The people cry. Right feckin' there. The developers respond. Really looking forward to getting my other weapons. We can check over in the progression tab over here and see that next I get null rods. They're pretty cool. Inferno pistol's not bad either. Scatterfield I'm not fond of, but what I am looking... Melter gun's nice. Arc sword is where I'm at, 15. Still a way to go, boys. Still a way to go. Looking forward to it, though. Right, anything else I can do here? I guess we can sell some stuff. Try and get some money. Check out for some more of these. Anything useful here? Null rod, I guess I could use so I can keep making myself better. Hololithic armor. Let's get a homegrown recipe for hololithic armor. That way I can keep it upgraded, or updated, sorry. There we go. So what level is mine at the moment? It's not particularly good. Awesome. So we'll go over to crafting and we'll make some hololithic armor. And what we'll do is go to click, 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 and craft. Ta-da! And that's a fairly big upgrade. Let's cross our fingers that we don't look crap. Oh my god, I look black and sexy. Oh, black tight leathers and such. That's a winner right there. And that was a nice upgrade of another 10 power rating, so that's all going to help as well. Let's travel to the next location. Dual-wielding las pistol, still nasty as... I'd rather go Inferno pistols. Oh my god, you can see this plus 50% damage suffered. We're going to have to actually put this down to normal now. Otherwise it's just going to take me forever to do this. What I need to do is like 1 or 2 turret missions just to get my gear up. Or just some regular missions, maybe 3 or 4 regular missions, just get my gear up a little bit. Then it'll be easy again, and then we'll crack on. It does sort of, the pacing seems to be built around infrequently doing bits and bobs to get your gear up. Aha, we got a defend mission. Oh, guys, I love this one.
Requesting immediate status update, Inquisitor.
The turrets didn't open fire this time. Your binary litany has worked.
Obviously. My calculations predicted a remarkable 91.43% chance of your survival.
I'm rather pleased you didn't mention this before.
You will need to access the teleport beacon network.
Wait, I have incoming hostiles. I'll take care of this first.
Ready to fight.
Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Go on, load yourself up there, men. I'll pick up a bless. Okay, what could possibly go wrong with this? Swing, swing. I love this map style. I don't know what it is about it that I love so much, but I really like it.
Take it like a man, guardsman, for the Emperor!
Nice.
Now, you are gone.
I'm trying to kill as many as I can before they get to the guards, just to give the guards a little bit of a chance to live. Just trying to give them every opportunity to stay alive, because they don't live very long, the poor guardsmen. Come on! There we go. We'll let the guardsmen help a little bit now. Open fire, men!
Like
fire when ready! Hey, be gone!
Charge!
Oh dear, he says as he crashes through them. This is one of my favourite things about Neocore games, is they like to do stuff that's just a little bit different. Van Helsing had this too. It just had some different ideas. Some missions that are a bit odd. I mean, this one's kind of small scale, but I really like it. Guys. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Klosterheim cannon and missions so much. Okay, we'll use an inoculator. Go on.
You are guilty.
And we've still got a buff for our allies that we can use. Okay, wave completed. Nice. Now we get a tarantula turret, and I think... Oh, we get 2 of them. So we're going to put one here, and we're going to put one on the other side. But we're going to put it right there. There we go. And we get 2 blesses. Bless 1. There we go. We're all blessed out now.
Onwards!
This is definitely one thing I think Neocore excel at, though, which is just bringing some different ideas into ARPGs. If you want traditional, I don't think Neocore do traditional. It's kind of like, it's not their MO. You know, it's just not what they're interested in providing people with, because traditional's been done before and they're an indie company. They like to do things a little bit weird. See you later, Malachus, my friend. See you later. I hope you've enjoyed. And I think I want to give you guys a thank you. I mean, this is more viewers than I've had for a long time. Feckit is the highest I've had, with the exception of yesterday when the servers were down and everyone was using me to find out if the servers were coming back up. Guys, it's you're watching, you're viewing is so appreciated. It really is. I love doing what I do, and I love... I'm going to cry. No, I'm not. But seriously, I really like doing this. Making videos, talking about the game, playing the game, trying to help people that are new to the game, trying to inform people, trying to learn stuff about the game. Oh, let's go for a bless. There we go. That's going to make them do a little bit more damage, hopefully. So yes, I need to give you a big thank you. I need to give you a... Oh, he's on my team. Never mind. He's on my team. Who says that? Who even says that? I sound like the girlfriend of someone that's never played a game in their... The girlfriend's not played a game in their life. What team am I on? What's the go button? Oh my god. I'm a scrub. Your favourite Brit? Well, thank you very much. If I'm your favourite Brit, I must be doing something all right. There's some good Brits out there, though. I'm going to be fair. Like, you got Anthony Hopkins. He's a pretty good Brit. I wouldn't. Yeah. Do I really have to go wandering around the rest of the map?
I've cleared the area, but the rest of the hangar is still crawling with mutants. I can't leave the transport here undefended.
Do you want me to order it back?
Not yet. I might need it. In case the Tech Priest's plan doesn't work out. I'll purge the area first.
At your command.
Right. Brother Guardian, I hope I can help you, my friend. If you're really considering this game...
Terminus Est.
I would say... My best advice for someone looking to buy the game is stop asking people what they think. And this is me, I'm not trying to be a bit of a dick with this, but the problem is I see so many views banded around this game, and this isn't me defending the game or saying that it's bad. This is a neutral comment, but so many reviews and opinions are based exactly on that. Opinions. Personal opinions at that. And the problem is this game is in the territory where you might like it, you might loathe it, because it might be what you want, it might not be what you want. And that is the God's honest truth of this game, is that it does some things really well. It doesn't do other things well at all. It doesn't want to do some things, and it does want to do others. So it depends on what you want from the game.
Unclean.
Like, the reviews of this range from anything between this is the best 40k game ever to this is a steaming pile of free-to-play rubbish, and everything in the middle. Because at the end of the day...
This is Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim speaking. I trust that you can hear me, but my current circumstances are not ideal for transmissions. I don't know who you are.
Oh.
I don't even know what you look like.
Mayday, mayday.
So don't take this personally. But you are an Inquisitor. That much I gathered from the snippets of your Vox signal on the Inquisitorial channels. I must command you to leave the Martyr immediately. You have stumbled upon an investigation that has been sanctioned by the Caligari Conclave, and which might have a huge impact on Holy Terror. Your presence here might lead to unnecessary complications. Leave now, And may the Emperor be with you.
So it turns out that you shouldn't walk on these with stilettos because it's you go through them. That basically every now and again there's little breaks in the scenery, and if you go down like this, it's because there is basically a tiny little like pixel gap, and if you go through it either way, you will go, yeah, you can't walk through that way. Yeah, so that's just something we need to report to the map guy, and he'll fix it. It happens, it happens.
Precious blood.
To be fair though, man, falling through the floor is, you know, that's something that will be fixed. If you hold that against the game, then you know, if you want a game that's 100% bug-free, don't buy games. That's my advice. You know, or buy a game that's made by a company that's put, you know, several thousand staff members. Indie games and bugs, I can live with. Maybe that's the fanboy in me. I'm very forgiving for stuff like that, you know, because I know the people in person actually now, because I have met them all, and I know that they're there working hard when they release patches. They don't think that some of these bugs are here, then they find they're here, then they work hard to really blah blah blah. But yeah, maybe I am a bit biased. But in terms of the game, I do think you need to make up your own mind. Let's go back to that for a second, because
clean.
Again, the game does some things really well. Narrative delivery, I think it does exceptionally well. Depends on the type of narrative you want, because if you feel that this should be a book simulator, it's not going to make you happy. That's the last time I'm going to say that today, but it's a fact. In terms of build variety, if you love piecing together skills to make builds, two of the classes will not tickle that. However, if you like trying different things to make builds, maybe not combinations, but optimizations, this game offers quite a lot. So it really depends on what you want. If you're happy optimizing to make a build, min-maxing to make a build, but not necessarily choosing the abilities, this game might tickle you. It might tickle you, because it gives you quite a bit of options to optimize a weapon. But at the end of the day, the weapon will always be the weapon, and that's just their design choice. This is not laziness, this is not them being bad developers. They just sat down with a pen and paper.
You can proceed with your priority assignment. According to my analysis, you have eliminated 78.65% of the local hostile forces. The automatic defenses of your transport can easily handle the rest if needed.
So, you had an idea about the teleport beacons?
Correct. You need to find a functioning cogitator and access the teleport beacon map of the deck. Your chances of thoroughly exploring a fortress monastery this size are minuscule. You need to be able to avoid traveling long distances on foot.
Well, there you go. I forgot what I was saying, but there was something important. I don't think I'm supposed to be clearing everything, but I feel that I want to.
Off with you!
Especially when I get my new weapon, I definitely want to clear everything then. Survivability is going to be a bit of an issue for this girl. I just know it. And I'll probably late game end up having to go ranged. I just have that feeling now. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. It will depend on enchants, probably. There may be some regeneration-based builds that I can get away with. We'll have to wait and see. If she can dodge enough damage, then maybe regen will keep her alive. We'll have to wait and see. Right, there we go. Looking good. Getting some of those frame drops. Oh dear. Another unhappy map. Right, good.
Recoil,
yes,
I'm clean.
What should we move on to now about the game? Weapons. The thing I like about the game is that there's no shortage of weapons if you're bored to try another one, you know? The problem is their latest build system really puts you off of doing that because of the skill respec system. That's why I think it's one of the worst choices they've made. That's what I was saying. When they were at the design table, they didn't say, you know what would be far easier, making weapon-based abilities. They sat down and they said, we don't really want to have character-based abilities in a universe where they don't exist. We would rather have weapon-based abilities because that suits the canon a lot more. It's because they wanted to make something 40k that they made that choice. You might disagree with it because you prioritise 40k over... You prioritise customization over canon. It's tough. I mean, there are ways they could have made weapons more customizable, definitely. And I think the weapons still need some work, definitely. In terms of balance, in terms of animation, everything could be better. Yes, the game will be optimised more. I know the next patch is already better optimised. A lot of the problem with frame drops is map related. We've seen a lot of improvement, but one of the issues I think is that a lot of the stuff they've added in is new. So now they've got to add in the optimization for the new stuff, which takes time.
I am humbled by your dedication, and I admire your decision.
Inquisitor, what happened?
I don't know yet. It was a strange hallucination. The Martyr has become a poisonous cesspool of Nurgle. I might have inhaled a toxin that affected my synapses.
With all due respect, you should return to the ship.
I was trained to endure extreme circumstances. A minor case of poisoning won't stop me.
Allow me to interrupt, Inquisitor. You simply cannot know that. However, I am an expert on toxins and plagues. It is time you properly utilize my capabilities. I will examine you the moment you return.
Sweet. Let's roll. Let's roll, let's roll.
At your command.
At your command. In terms of optimization, it will improve. I've got no question about that. Will it be comparable to a Blizzard title? Of course not. Especially to like some of these older games. Like Path of Exile's been around for so fucking long. It's had so much time to optimize. And you look at the size of those games, they're not massive games. I kind of feel like, as it's been pointed out, there are a lot of redundant objects in this. But I have a feeling maybe it's a little bit more coding. Like the rate of fire of those bullets there, that was some in-engine problems going wrong. I think it's normally the engine that drops frames, not the player. Although some of the optimizations at the Mo, for example, chatting to someone earlier today, all he had to do was change the cursor size to small on his 1080 Ti and it fixed his frame problems, and now he's at 110. That's all he had to do, because there's bugs. There's even bugs with the optimization. So I think I know it will improve. How good it will ever be, I don't know. And will there be ongoing drops? Probably. I'm somewhat more hopeful for the console for the pure reason that everyone's on the same hardware, which kind of makes things easier in a sense. But it's hard to say what they're doing to improve it. I mean, all I know in regards to the console frame rate is they've said that they're still trying to get it higher because they know they can, but they haven't said how high it is at the moment. Which I think is their way of basically saying they don't want to commit to saying 60 if they can't do it. And I'm curious what they have to sacrifice to make it 60. So I'd be kind of surprised if they haven't had to sacrifice quite a lot. Like, my frames are going pretty bad here, so what we do is we'll just go on gameplay video. All you generally have to do is just drop the shadows down a bit, and that sorts a lot of stuff out. Oh, temporal AA is not even on. Let's get that sorted. And, yeah, don't need a limit there. That'll do. And that generally solves quite a lot of frame problems. It'll give you about 20 extra frames normally. Can you see a difference? I can't really, but I guess if you're looking for shadows, you probably can. No cross-platform. Yeah, no cross-platform. Kind of sad, really, but I think it's just too much for an indie company to try and achieve. But it would be really nice for the game, like, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future it's just nice, a player base all banding together like that. I played Final Fantasy, which had cross-platform, and it worked really well. I really liked it. I thought it was really helped the game. There was a little bit of elitism for a while. Ah, this graphic bug is still present. It's still here. Still here. I thought they'd fixed that. Ripper-rooney. Download the important data. Well, first we have to find it. But this map is about to look pretty fucking ugly. And I tell you what, guys, on that note, rather than put you through 10 to 15 minutes, because it is tea time for me, we're going to call the stream here. What I'll be doing is loading up next time and let's start that sentence again. I will be steaming on through the campaign, going into chapter 3 with the next one. Going through, this is one of my favourite chapters. Chapter 3 is amazing, though. I really like it because you really get to find out what's happening on the Martyr. So I would stay tuned for that. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching, because you've been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on in the chat, Twitch, YouTube, both of you guys, you're awesome. I need to give a shout out to the patrons, because we've had like 10, 15 new patrons. I think there's a link down in the description below. Although I don't think I have the patron link on Twitch. Anywho. Guys, thank you so much. Thanks to the patrons for signing up. Thank you, everyone. You're awesome. I'll see you soon and probably have a video with you tomorrow. Take care, guys. And do feel free to jump in the Discord as well and come say hey. Take care.